Dire's turn to pick.
Radiant, turn to pick. Well, welcome back, guys. You missed the entire draft? No, I'm just kidding. We're ready to go now, though.
You missed the entire game, too, really.
Yeah, the game's over. It's over. It's all over. Nothing to see here. They're all dead. It's LGD versus Vici Gaming. Game number 2, and currently LGD Gaming leading 1-0 Vici. To me, the favorites coming in, but just got flat out outplayed in game 1. So
LGD have upped their game and playing pretty well all in all. So
they've gone next level here. Well, game 2 is underway. The draft, as you probably heard, we're ready to go. So welcome to the Summit Asia, powered by Twitch. Let's hop inside the draft for game number 2.
Well, we've got another Lycan game coming out. Vici Gaming, they had no problems winning with this earlier on today against IG, even on the Radiant side. So we'll see another Lycan from Vici Gaming. This time around, though, Ember Spirit, the big pickup for LGD. So we'll see Lin probably handling the Ember Spirit. And we get Mirana for once. I'm happy. We get Mirana pick.
Yeah, LGD likes to run Mirana. We've not seen IG or Vici so interested in running her, but
yeah,
it's a hero that LGD and HGT both were scrapping for yesterday. Lycan Centaur as an opening, it's pretty strong. It does give you 2 cores off the bat, which means solo mids or your supports will be the obvious bans. LGD, you don't really know what this Mirana will be doing. In theory, the Ember can go mid as well, or a safe lane as well, even though generally he goes mid. So
yeah,
less of an obvious laning and draft setup from LGD.
The only flexible thing with Vici Gaming's draft is if you do like Lycan mid versus Lycan safe lane. But Vici Gaming almost always do it safe lane, so
yeah,
it's pretty easy to expect a safe lane Lycan, off lane Centaur from Vici Gaming, which makes LGD's time drafting so much easier. They can do absolutely anything. Ember Spirit probably going mid, but then you've got offensive tri lane possibilities. You've got safe lane tri lanes. You do funky Lich dual lanes, whatever it may be. So they can start planning what they want to do here with this second stage picks.
Enchantress now gets removed by Vici as now the Storm ban from LGD. So worried about that long range pickoff. Vici ran Storm in game number 1. Wasn't super effective.
Yeah.
I guess with the Howl damage, he's a much more annoying 1v1 matchup, but that's true for any ranged hero, really.
Yeah, there's going to be some Lich shenanigans here, so
super stacked Ember incoming. Do we see the Lich Tree duo? Lich Tree, I don't actually think it's that good against Lycan, honestly.
No. You definitely want some kind of a lockdown feel to go through the you need a better, I guess, team fight presence here. So I don't think you want Lich and Treant, but have LGD run much Treant? I can't think of too many Treant games.
No, I'm just thinking because there's a Lycan in the game and he pushes so hard.
Yeah.
Maybe you think Lich Tree, but it's like you said. I think it's just such a passive duo.
Liches are picked up for the laning stage, I think. The Frost Armor is a nice little buff here to help protect towers, but Vici Gaming get another core hero. They go Weaver. It's like, I guess that's going to be their mid hero for versing the Ember Spirit, but they've revealed like their entire strategy right off the bat, basically saying, come at us, come and counter this one. And LGD, like, Lich is great for countering the laning stage as far as denying your opponents a lot of experience in farms, so oh, there we go. There's your Lycan lockdown. That can go through
LGD has
BKB
some
as
good
well.
pick-off potential here.
Bane Mirana, you've got Fiend Script to go through Lycan BKB, and even just Fiend Script against Weaver in general to lock him in place. So I like the LGD draft a lot here.
Yeah, it is a little bit single target heavy. They've got some decent opportunities for Chain Frost, but a bit lacking on just team fight potential. I'd say that's their biggest weakness right now. They're very good at getting pickoffs, though. Vici, more of a chasing lineup, also a bit light on the team fight, but Rubik could change that with a stolen Chain Frost. The main question for me is, does Centaur get zoned out this game? And looking at LGD, Bane Mirana, decent for zoning out Centaur. Ember +2, if they do want to run a safe lane Ember, is decent. I think he'll be going mid this game.
Yeah.
I think the Centaur might have a slightly tough time against the Sleep Arrow combo.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough lane, but it's probably not going to be a tri lane, so it's where, like, level 1, like, sure, you can step an arrow, but theoretically you can maybe survive the Sleep Arrow combo, depending on if you're full HP at the start of the gank or not, so...
Yeah, it's more like level 3, where they've got the level 2 Brain Sap, where you're in a lot of danger.
Oh, yeah. Magnus. Oh, the Ember boy. Magnus. It's here. LGD used to be like the kings of Magnus back in that 6.79 meta.
They
These
still
guys.
have Yao Mag. They might not have Shao 8, but they got the Yao Mag.
Yeah.
Is it a Yao Mag?
Probably not. Well, actually...
Safe lane Ember, Mag mid, and tri-lane, or dual lanes with Mirana on one of the dual lanes.
You do Lich Mag offlane, or you do offensive tri-lane, like Magnus...
I think you just do Mag mid, Ember +1, and Mirana +1.
Yeah. definitely possible. Like if you want to do that. Oh, you can do offensive challenge when you give Mag and Ember both solo XP, which maybe you want for your Ember Spirit, not to have to share a lane to get the early levels. I think he's even more level dependent than he was in the past because of the changes to his Searing chains.
Yes, Ember is definitely more level dependent than he used to be.
So here's a 6.81 chains hero. Leshrac gets
He's
picked
got
up.
a slow on the lightning now.
Yeah.
75% slow
75?
for 0.5 seconds, I believe.
Yeah, so basically like a max slow. Like unless you're hasted, that's a.
But it's for like a tiny. I guess it helps set up his stun. Is in theory the main thing. You can lightning and then into the stun. But
yeah,
we'll see how it works in practice. They have a good dual roam combo, Rubik Leshrac, and it is Maraka Sama on the mag. It's Yao handling the Ember.
That's unexpected.
I feel like there's got to be a swap here, right? This is Yao Mag.
Depends.
That's like S4 not playing Magnus for Alliance. What the hell, man?
Bulldog had probably a couple games of Magnus in his days, back when it used to be off lane. But yeah, it was definitely definitely not the expected hero.
I don't know. I'd like to put K-pop Tosis on that case.
I reckon we'd have at least 2 games of.
Has
Bulldog
anyone else
Mag.
on Alliance ever played Magnus besides S4?
I would put money down on that. Okay.
The only person who's played Magnus more than Yao is S4, says K-pop, but
Doesn't mean Bulldog hasn't played games of Magnus. And I would venture a guess that he's played a couple games of Magnus.
Pubarinos don't count.
Yeah. No,
Here we go. Let's introduce our teams. On the Radiant side, we've got Vici. Oh, I forgot to update the score, but they are trailing. Damn it. You guys are supposed to have my back on this. They can't hear you, Brian.
No.
Sorry. Maybe if you speak a little louder. Several.
Bam.
At least
Wallop.
6.
Bulldog's all about the Magnus.
6 game. How many is us for?
Whopping. Well, he's played the he's played the most, so.
6 to 80. Yeah. All right.
Okay, up to 9 now. This is increasing by the minute. So next thing we know, he's played 15.
Brian's just making numbers up now, despite me.
Look, man, it's all about the Bulldog Mag.
It's all of it.
The Bulldog Arena Magnus. Okay.
96 to 9. So I win.
You said no one in Alliance has ever played Mag, LD.
I didn't say they've never played it. I said they don't run them on anyone but S4. But I was wrong. That was probably ages ago anyway. It hardly counts.
Okay.
We introduced Vici now.
LD,
They're on the
please.
Radiant side. They are trailing 0-1 in the best of 3. We've got ROTK on the Centaur. We have FY handling the Rubik. Fenrir the Leshrac. Solo mid goes Sylar on the Lycan. So they will run the solo mid Lycan and leave Super in the safe lane as the Weaver.
Alrighty. Did you introduce LGD or were we just talking about the Yao Ember?
No, I just ran through Vici and you can do your job.
I'll do LGD. Yao is on the off-lane Ember Spirit. It's going to be a dual lane with the DDC Lich, so some off-lane Lich dual lane action. This is really like old-school kind of strats. Mid lane will be Maraka Sama Lin on the Magnus. Safe lane dual lane is going to be the Bane Mirana lane. Rabbit on the Mirana, DD on the Bane. What are these Vici Gaming supports up to? They are a duo and FY and Fenrir headed towards the top lane.
Oh, they want to punish the dual lanes.
I like this. Like, Weaver can do just fine bottom lane. It's not going to have fun against the Lich, but what are these supports going to do?
Oh, if they get the lift into the stun, DD is toast. They'll lift him up, they'll stomp him down, and then they'll double stun him for good measure. Arrow comes in, but nicely dodged by RTK. Defensive sleep, does he get the deny? Oh, it's close. Oh, I'll go down to the creeps.
Very close. That was scary.
Almost
for a
got
second.
the self-deny.
That like moment of invulnerability where you're going to lose HP.
Yeah. Not quite right. The timing's very precise.
Yeah.
And they're also they're running the Lycan mid, which the main thing is you get early points in Howl. So
yes. Helps a lot with those kills. And
yeah. I imagine we'll still see the Wolves max by 7, but you never know.
There's not much that LG can do to change these lanes. They're going for another kill here. Rabbit went arrow level 1. They don't
Where's
actually
the stun. Just decided not to
Centaur
bother.
wasn't there, so I don't think they get the kill without the Centaur, but yeah.
In the meantime, like you said, Weaver is not going to die unless he really overextends in this matchup.
The other thing, this Centaur nerf really hurts ROTK here at top because he's only got 1 hoof stomp for a good while. Normally, in the past, you have 2 hoof stomps at level 1.
Yeah. Mainly because he's not getting levels. If he's getting levels, if he's not sharing it with 3, he would have more points in his stats and would have it by now.
He hits level 3, he'll probably have another stun.
Yeah.
Well, he'll definitely have another stun at level 3, probably even before
They
then.
do have 2 clarities on FY, so they could just give him a clarity if they really want to go. I think the bigger issue is that Centaur can't really close the gap that quickly without his ult. So the 2 supports will go for the stun, but Centaur's going to be farming the wave and not in position.
Yep.
So, it's a good first blood. But where do they go from here?
I think they're just going to keep looking for some more kills. DDS to play really defensive, and the thing is, Lich isn't the best hero to rotate up top. I think Lich wants to stay at bottom, just looking to shut down the Weaver as much as possible. So I think they just play defensively top. Lycan mid will be okay against Magnus. I think they'll kind of trade farm fairly evenly here. So for both teams are winning one lane and then trading evenly mid, it feels like.
Oh, they wanted that stun. Didn't get the timing quite right, though.
Okay. Now Clarity start kicking.
Now bottom lane, they have found Super. The Slate of Fist kills him off.
Oh, wow.
They had the Sentry Ward. Caught him with the level 2 Searing Chain, so the 2-second stun. And well, Sakuchi not going to save you there. Need that time lapse. They're heading towards mid. They've got a second smoke on Vici, but they've walked right past the Dire Observer. This is not going to work.
Yeah.
They might not even the Courier. Should just be upgraded.
Yeah. Magnus sees this one coming and they smoke back top. Oh, did they know this? This is a very common ward spot. So
no, but they were over here, right?
yeah, no, the smoke doesn't get the smoke doesn't get spotted. This is like a let's walk past the ward and then smoke back come top while the Bane Mirana think it's safe. Because look where Magnus is positioned. He's playing super safe at mid.
Do they know about the ward? Normally when you place this ward, you do it from here and you get there very quickly.
Yeah.
So I don't think they saw
Bane's
it.
playing really up in the lane.
Oh boy. They've actually Shautuji gets caught, then he gets lifted, but it's the stun misses again from Fenrir. Oh, come on, Fenrir.
Oh, they got the
slow.
slow.
That slow saves them.
The 75% slow guaranteed that kill.
Fenrir not delivering on these stuns, but the slow actually made the difference. Maybe you should use the slow first and then the stun. You just can't connect.
No faith in...
One for 3.
Wi-Fi's getting the list. Fenrir is just not there with the follow-up stun, but...
Yeah, that's just a late stun.
Yeah.
1 for 3. Let's keep a tally.
Look, man. He's what 2 for 2 on the slows this time around. He misses again.
Oh my god.
That's
so many easy kills too, especially 1 for 4.
Jeez.
K-pop's keeping track now. We're gonna create a Fenrir stun plugin. Poor guy. To be fair, it's probably not a combo they've practiced.
The Leshrac stun is very small AoE at level 1, and that's where he says, "I'm getting level 2 stun now. Let's up that radius. Let's make it a little bit easier."
Well, the nuke has the same slow at all levels, the lightning storm, so maybe it's a it's a value
You
point.
can go Edict at like 4 and 5 then, like for the pushing power, which is what I imagine he'll go back into once he gets a few more levels.
Yeah, it's definitely an option. So, like you said, total free farm mid for both heroes. They are looking for the dive on Super.
Bottom,
They can catch him. Oh boy, Super not having fun.
Nice play by the Lich there. Hides in fogs, plants the sentry without being spotted, and
They're making their move mid again, but this time no smoke, so no shenanigans from Vici.
they go back top afterwards. So
Weaver's getting massacred. Top lane is not having the best time, but they're running the dual lane is still getting decent levels up on Rabbit. End of the day.
Lich is like already almost level 6.
Got a lift here. Is Fenrir gonna hit this one? No, he actually gets it off that time. They dodge and then they try to body block.
They got the slow. There's
got
that
the slow.
75%
Just
slow.
throw that lightning out, baby. Oh no, the sleep on RTK.
Yeah. RTK needed a double edge or a stun here. They still want to chase this one, but
That time he got it though, so make it 2 for 5.
okay.
He's coming back. Fenrir's a comeback player.
It looks that way. I like this from Vici Gaming. They switch their lanes up. Weaver is getting crushed, and the thing is, sure, Silas not going to have a good time farming bottom lane, but he can do so... Super just needs farm and levels, because without any farm on Weaver, this Weaver is going to turn this game into a 4v5. So they give Siler... He's bottom lane / jungle. He'll go for a pull the wave back, and...
He's already got Vlads. He can just straight jungle.
Yeah.
And level 4 wolves.
If bottom lane ever empties up, which it now does as Lich head stop, he may try and push and pressure the tier 1 tower, but...
I'm still kind of worried for Vici, though. Free farm Ember. Sure, the Mirana is getting shut down a bit, but she's here for utility, not for farm. Sleep to start it off. Will they go for the arrow? The follow-up's there. Now the Brain Sap, and actually not even needed. Just the Frost Nova.
Well, they leap after. They really want RTK as well. And there's another Frost Nova in a second.
They can dive this. They don't want to risk diving under the tower.
He fogged the Frost Blast. If he gets the Frost Blast off, maybe. But even that's risky because he's got 6/6 charges.
No, Weaver's gone mid, but he has 540 health. Mag can easily solo kill him, even with the... Well, once he gets level 7, which he'll have very soon.
Okay.
Even with the reduced damage to the...
Bottom lane, Yao taking heavy harass.
We'll salve up. He's getting some levels here, at least.
Yep.
But they've smoked mid, I think. Not just rotated mid. Smoke's ready, though.
Do they go all the way bottom, even? Like, if they can kill Yao, it's definitely a nice pickup, but they've got to get... That's where you've got to hit that chain stun.
Yeah, you can't be a split second later. He'll just be spamming the R button.
So Magnus TP's bottom, but not for a kill, just to try and hold the stall the tower push, but gives Yao time to just back off.
They can kill the Lycan as well if they get off an RP and Searing Chains after that. His ult's not going to save him there. No ultimate on RTK though. Vici going in for the jump. They'll find DD. Is the stun right from Fenrir? Yes, it is. Arrow connects as well, but RTK
walked into it.
Walks into the arrow.
That was not even aimed at him, really. Oh, another slow. DD almost ends up going down there.
The slow seems cute, but rarely effective. FY? Now he's dead.
Yeah, Ember Spirit showing up as well. Doesn't get the Searing Chain. Slightly off the mark on that one, but it looks like they do want to chase Fenrir here. Arrow gonna go flying. Not needed. Lich gets the kill.
Oh boy.
That's a level 6 Lich as well.
You can't be feeding this many kills to a team with Ember Mag. This is a concern.
The execution from the Vici support, something which is normally Vici Gaming's strong point, has just not been there this game.
No, find a regen time. No, even this denied. Yeah, it's gonna pick it up. This, like you said, the Weaver is so poor. 25 CS. We're 8 minutes in, 3 CS a minute, which would not be that bad, except he's 0-2, and he has nothing. Super. Should just buy his Ring of the Killer magic
like, wonder, like, what was the Weaver pick meant to accomplish this game? Like,
they could get 2-0'd by LGD here. For anyone who's confused by the score indicator, I screwed up, but in fact, LGD are up 1-0, so they are 1 win away from a date in the loser bracket finals.
Yeah, well, how about, LGD,
Maraka wants to go in, he dives FY, but just insta-lifted. Those reactions from FY, so clutch.
It's been the non-TI4 invitees who are just winning games. DT Club in the winner bracket final, LGD here, and well, top
now
lane.
They're just getting pummeled.
Well, the TI4 qualifier team LGD taking it to the invitees in Vici Gaming.
They have a farmed Lycan, but what are they going to do with it? LGD are quite good at defending towers with Ember and Mag, so maybe they take some tier 1s, but I feel like if they don't do something soon, LGD are dire side. LGD have the big AoE combo. They also have RP and a Chain Frost, which we have not even discussed, but is fearsome in its own right.
Yeah, and Silas top farm right now, but he's slowed down a bit since being in the mid lane because he's had to rotate bottom, rotate to the jungle. He has got Ancients now, which is actually pretty decent farm to be finding, but
my main thing is, what is he going to do with the farm? Will he be able to take towers against this much AoE and initiation? I'm not sure.
It's long range initiation, especially once you look at Mag with a blink, Ember Spirit, Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, Mirana Arrow. Like, this is just long range scary initiation. Then there's the Fiend's Grip, so BKB is not going to be an answer by any means for staying alive.
Maybe you should try and sneak a Roche. I mean, sure, they've got a tier 1 on mid, but you just smoke in with a medallion and potentially could grab it. Especially if they're still tri-laning top.
Not a bad idea, but
it's very risky.
Silo finds an invis, so he's going to head top, and that does get scared by an Observer Ward, but Sentry there on the high ground too, so Lich.
They didn't show that they had the Sentry down, but didn't attack the Wolves.
Yeah. DD's waiting up there with a Nightmare, so if he goes up high ground into that Central, there'll be a Nightmare into Arrow, and that's a dead Lycan, so Silo plays it smart.
So I think the main thing for LGD is just defending their towers and getting a Blinko Mag. If they do that, the Ember farm's okay. This Ember doesn't even need to be that big, because he's got Empower backing him up. So he can be, like, average farm Ember and still do a ton of damage.
For Vici Gaming, it feels like they really need this Centaur Blink more than anything. Like, Super's just going to be very, very low impact for a long time, and even when he starts getting farm, I don't know how much he can do. He may just start going for, like, Medallion, even Drums type Weaver, just any kind of catch-up, like, small, cheap, cost-effective items he can afford, but
I don't know if he's a solo kill to the Mag now, but he's definitely any 2 heroes.
Bottom lane
killed.
Yao's in trouble.
Oh, the chain stun's got to be just right. The stomps there. The double edge follow-up. Nicely executed by Vici.
Yeah. He had the Fire Remnant at his tier 1 tower and everything, so perfect chain stun.
Yeah, you can't mess it up.
All right.
4 for 7. I told you he's a comeback player.
All right.
You doubted me.
I didn't.
I just changed my tune as soon as he started hitting the stun.
You've got a Rubik on your team. He should be not missing a single one. So
I agree.
Odds are he turns out the misses around. Especially it's a practice. It's a warm up. It's like, okay, Rubik. That's how telekinesis works. It throws him up in the air and I stun on top of it. That's how it works. Okay, we're good to go now. He's had the epiphany.
Well, they're hanging on for now, Vici are. They do have an incredibly farm like, and that's the main thing they've going for them. Sylar 5.6k now.
Grip was used top. Oh.
Did he just cancel it immediately?
He canceled it immediately.
It's one of those where you're like, all right, I'm gonna wait for a better opening, but you've already actually cast it, and I hate when that happens.
I don't know if it was out of the sentry. Like he Shikuchi'd as the grip came out. I don't know if it was out of the sentry range and was still cast, but
now he's going in again.
Yeah.
Once this arrow, they can kill him with a sleeping arrow. They don't actually need to use grip to get that kill.
I assume he saw the grip be used as well because it does make a little noise when it gets cast. So I think he knows grip's on cooldown, but he's still gonna be very
Doesn't matter.
scared.
He can still get slept arrow.
Yeah, that's
so it's pretty dangerous.
So, Rabbit going for the Midas Marana build. I like it this game. I think it's the right way to play this.
Midas Marana. Oh yeah, catching up basically.
Yeah.
They have the late game secured. If LGD get to the late game, well, maybe secured's a strong word, but I would definitely favor LGD on the dire side with RP Ember over pretty much anything. That combo is just ridiculous.
13 fight. It's just I mean, unless FY's stealing these RPs in fights, it's
that's true. He could steal the RPs.
Yes.
If he's not stealing them, though, they're going to have to be ahead. Or just get much better initiation.
And as it stands, we're pretty even on gold. Like, no team's pulled ahead yet. The gold graph very even, 13 minutes in. So, and that's with no towers falling as well. So, in theory, the Lycan plus Leshrac can start bringing down towers fairly early on.
Sylar seems afraid to overextend on these pushes, and now the mag blink is out.
With good reason, yeah. Well, especially now with good reason.
This is dangerous. He is tanky, 1200 health, but hasn't started buying the Necrobook components yet, and he'll just want to siege with the wolves. Does not want to commit the hero. I actually like the way Sylar's playing this a lot.
Mag gonna TP in mid. Oh no, it's Bane TPing in mid lane. Mag TPing to the tier 2. No smoke or anything, but he wants to maybe try and find a quick pick off here.
Super, just Akuching around the mid lane. Xiaotuji holding the line top. Yao bottom. Yao is a bit poor.
Oh, Moonlight Shadow in mid is...
They think they were spotted by this Radiant.
Yeah,
they were seen.
I believe so.
So
Well, Sylar's not showing it.
Oh, the RP! He double whiffs! That's not a Yao mag, but it does cancel it in the end.
Yeah. Still has the RP, but also reveals the Blink Dagger, so win for Vici Gaming.
Yeah, they had seen the Bane, they had not seen the Blink, because he was out of range when
and Sylar's like,
he was
look,
back here when they Moonlight Shadow.
This will just accelerate my farm. I kill Ancients faster in ulti form. Good value out of that ulti.
Is there any chance he doesn't go Necrobook this game? I don't think Necro's very good against Ember. Because once he gets farmed, Sleight of Fish just kills them, and you don't take damage while you're in Sleight of Fish.
I'm not sure BKB does much. I'm not sure what else you go.
Yeah. What
would
weird,
he go? Like, liking game. Like, what items do you benefit from most? I think Necro's just annoying for the Magnus a little bit, but I mean, if in theory, just straight up split pushes, Necrobook's strongest.
That's true.
Here we go bottom lane. Smoke from a few heroes here. This time there is a mag RP.
TK is his ult. No, not ready for that.
He's bought his blink, so not the end of the world.
They stole RP. They stole RP.
Okay.
FY. No blink, though.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky to get one off. He needs also to not get caught under this tower, which is definitely a possibility. But they get the tower trade mid, so Lycan gets a T1 mid. So I think it's actually okay. That's good for Vici Gaming. They get a T1 mid tower. They still have the T1 bottom, and they can defend this with RP. Centaur's back in 10 seconds and has a Blink Dagger, and LGD don't know he has a Blink Dagger. It didn't come out to him, and FY's careful.
Comes the backstab. They'll drop the Swarm to start off. The toss forward, looking for the RP. FY dropping low, though. He's got to get it off soon. 2-hero RP, but where's the follow-up? Where's the Centaur? He stole the Chain Frost. He throws it back. FY, sensational Dota. It's a bouncing. They haven't killed off anyone yet. The Bane will fall. DDC going for the TP out. The Stomp's too late. Oh, he stole RP and Chain Frost, and they still lose the fight. What the hell?
Vici just ran in before Centaur was back, I think. That was the problem.
They should have just waited like 4 seconds.
I think they just jumped it a little bit there before ROTK was ready. Like, he could respawn and then immediately stampede help his team up, but he wanted to be in the fight when the fight started. He needs to be the one initiating.
Yeah, the Centaur should just go first, and then the Rubik immediately follows up.
And if he goes first, it means you can blow up someone like the Lich before Chain Frost is cast. Like, sure, you still Chain Frost, but Vici Gaming lost 2 heroes that fight, so... By no means was it a good fight for Vici Gaming, and that was with... I think they lost Rubik and Weaver.
Yeah, Rubik and Weaver. Yeah. That is not a good trade.
Like, if you have the center at the start of the fight, you blink...
And they got a Bane. They got a support as well.
Yeah. They needed to take Lich out instantly, I think. Or even someone like Ember Spirit, you could try Focus. But
speaking of the Ember, I like this build, I'd say the best. The other option is the Max Searing Chains, but... Getting the 2-second versus 3-second disable, is it really worth 2 more skill points for 1 extra second? A little more damage? I think Flame Guard is just much more versatile. It gives you damage and it keeps you pretty survivable, and you've already got a lot of lockdown from your other heroes, so I like this
It's
build.
like especially against the Centaur blink stun. Like if you can just farm with Flame Guard up and not have to worry about getting ganked because Centaur doesn't really want to go on you when you've got Flame Guard. You can't really burst him down too easily.
Yeah, the Flame Guard blocks almost his entire, well, not his entire combo, but I'd say like 2/3 of it.
Yep.
Tyler will go Necro Book.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just not many other options. It seems to be probably
It's
the
just
best.
it's a good item in general.
Yeah.
Stop, stun, double stun. They stack them.
Nice.
A nice Centaur ult just to celebrate.
Right. Leshrac hitting in more stuns. He's on point.
5 for 8, was it?
Yeah, sounds about right. Sylar rotating top. His Necrobook on way. He needs to oh, he reveals the smoke. Just the liches. Mag still smoked up is the important thing here.
They do have RP. The Ember does have a TP as well.
No Lich ulti, but
No Centaur ult either.
not the end of the world. Yeah, and Super needs to be careful. Though. He's just...
I don't think they want to force this. They know RP's up. Well, they're going to get caught on Super side. He'll get skewered back into the tower. Fiend's Grip as well. Nothing to cancel this. Then the counter initiation comes. DD thrown up, tossed back down. Marako-sama on the run. There's been a buyback from the Weaver. They'll bring down the Magnus. Oh, boy.
They kill Ember Spirit with a stolen Fiend's Grip. FY has just been a magician on this Rubik. What a fantastic fight here.
They're doing work.
Yeah.
Vici Gaming.
I don't know about the Weaver
Look at
buyback,
this
but
graph. Look at this. Yeah, there's a buyback in there,
Yeah.
but straight up.
Super is just bait at this point. Like, he's so useless. Like, but at the same time, like, when you're this useless, you go full Malk and just use yourself as like a suicidal, like the Malk Venomancer, where it's like, oh, he dies, but you throw everything at the kill Venomancer, and then everyone else dies because of it. You're the bait.
You're the red herring.
Yeah, you go and like they used an RP on him. What are you thinking using an RP on the Weaver there? It's probably a good thing that the Rubik didn't steal
Arrow
the RP.
connects on Super. Rabbit's gonna kill him potentially.
Oh.
No, gets off the stick
Oof.
charges. That was a slightly longer duration stun. The double Starfall hits before he gets off
Oh,
the
Centaur's got the blink stun. Rabbit's dead mid lane.
Chain Frost. That was
10
no!
HP.
Almost.
With the Frost Blast, it was
Just a bit
very
short.
close.
Super's hunting DDC though. Rotates through the ramp,
Oh,
and
man.
no, he won't find the opening in the end.
LG need to rethink. Like, no throwing Fiend Script plus RP for a solo Weaver. I guess they thought that it was Weaver was literally solo, because it's okay to use like your 2 ultis there if there's no team, if you can back off and there's no team fight. But
Didn't they see the Lycan though?
they
and-
saw Lycan, yeah.
so they knew he was
The
there.
Lich scouted Lycan running up top, and if Lycan's running up top, it means Vici Gaming have 4 to 5 heroes there. So, really weird choice to.
I think they just got a bit overconfident because the Centaur was on cooldown, but FY's been a one-man wrecking crew. He's stolen Fiend's. He's already stolen all 3 big ults. RP, Chain Frost, Fiend's Grip, and we're 19 minutes in.
Yep.
This is before he gets Blink Dagger.
And with the Necro 3, they brought down a tier 1. They're pressuring the tier 2 here, but all ultis apart from the Chain Frost are back up, so I don't think they fully commit to this. They'll leave the Necro Books, the Wolves on this, and LGD going through another smoke here. Uses Searing Chains from smoke, so kind of revealing the fact they're smoked up.
Tries to use the Sleight of Fist to get the last hit, but just doesn't have the damage yet. He needs to farm his Battle Fury. Sure, there's a Mag, but Mag does not have a maximum power yet. It's only level 1.
I'm not going for the drums as well. I really like the early drums on Ember Spirit. I think it just allows you to take these early game classes, which LGD is starting to lose. I think
Drums
say
is the
partly 'cause of
difference.
no
drums
drums.
can be the difference between winning the fight and not.
not just for yourself, but like your teams having the drums, or it can make a big difference as well. So
This is not a good time for LGD to be fighting. Unless they hit RP Chain Frost, their lineup's just so much stronger as a turtle defensive
there's still Fiend's
five-man.
Grip up on Rubik. He's got a couple seconds left of it. He killed Ember Spirit last time. Can he do it again?
He's got to go very soon if they want
Yeah.
to use it.
He's so close to a Blink Dagger as well. Doesn't look like they'll get a chance to.
They've got sentries down. They are scouting for the Wolves. Well, yeah, he won't get to use it. Fiend's Grip a creep.
Especially if it's creep with mana, you can steal the creep's mana.
It costs, what, 200 to use
Get the
it,
Wild
though,
Wing.
so.
Get that Wild Wing's mana pool. Do you steal the mana on neutrals? I guess you would. It's percentage based. Yeah, mana drain 5%, so yeah, I guess it works on neutrals.
Costs 200 mana, though. I don't think you're stealing 200 mana from a creep.
No, probably not.
It's a
Definitely
nice
not.
idea. That's good thinking.
Can you steal Roshan's mana? Oh, Roshan has no mana. He used to have mana. Back in
That
my days,
was a
Roshan
nerf
had
to
mana.
Anti-Mage when they removed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
The Anti-Magus. I guess it was a slight nerf to Necrobooks working on Roche as well.
Yeah. It was so much easier to kill Roche when he didn't have like the mana to use his spells or like claps and stuff.
That's OP. How's he have all these monolith spells?
Back in my days, Roshan had Boulder Toss.
That's
Yeah.
really old school.
Kind of. I don't know. That was like a few years. I don't know how old school that was. At some point.
Maybe I'm just forgetting it.
Yeah,
They found Shao-Tuji bottom lane. The Blink Stop starts it off. Nice defensive to sleep. Will keep him alive. He
Rabbit
leaps, but he's
stuck,
trapped in the trees, and he gets zapped down. Oh, now they're on the run.
They see, yeah, they've got the Necro 3 giving all the detection they need for the Moonlight Shadow.
He's got a Remnant available, but no mana to use it. It looks like might tick down here. One more right click. They get the kill.
Wow.
The Moonlight Shadow not effective, and Vici striking
Blink
back.
forward. Oh, RTK was looking for the Blink stun, but hey, it's just creating space. They get the tier 2. They're actually going high ground. They could fall back and take Roche, but they say, why? We got a tier 3 tower potential. There's an RP to worry about, but no follow-up damage from Ember Spirit or Mirana.
Man,
Buyback
LGD
available.
just took so many bad fights over the past 7-8
Yeah.
minutes, and now they're paying for it. The RP is stolen again. FY delivers. The Chain Frost comes through. He blinks in. He RPs 2 heroes on the backline. Fantastic Rubik play. What a performance so far. Is it enough, though? The Weaver's dropping quite low. Nearly picked off. Forced to retreat out. Negative Urn charge. The grip from long range. GD does bring him down. Blink stomp from RTK. He gets slept. Mid stun animation. Great Bane play this game, too. But Fenrir will fall. It's a 2 for 2. And now RTK could be the 3rd kill. The triple Remnant in from Yao. Diving deep. No, double Remnant. There's your triple. They actually come out on top. Who bought back? It was
Ember
just an Ember
Spirit,
buyer.
yeah.
Well, actually the big one.
It's still, I think it was a bit over ambitious to go high ground. They get some good damage done. I don't think Vici Gaming lose that fight by any means, but I think they could have just alternatively taken Roshan and then if Ember Spirit does buy back to stop Roshan, you just back off, don't lose any heroes there. But hey, like you say, amazing Rubik play again by FY, and he's now not just Blink, but Full Staff coming soon. He's been such a playmaker this game.
He has been. They just don't have that much to follow up what he's been stealing, I guess is the main issue. Like, he RPs. Maybe a Centaur hits his combo on top of 2 heroes, but
Weaver's damage isn't there. Like, and Lycan's kind of like clunky. I guess
he's just single.
form is
He's
okay.
just single target damage though.
It's not like
he needs to steal in power after RP and then give it to the Lycan.
It's not like LGD where you've got Sleight of Fist, you've got the Lich Chain Frost and all that as well. But we'll see what the plan's going to be here. And he still has RP. Yeah, he's got RP for the next fight.
Actually, they have it for a while.
Yeah, they can take Roshan maybe using this. I think would be a nice little idea.
So they're gonna have it for like a minute and a half. I think minute and a half.
I think they should look to fight with this. It's a great counter initiator, and
maybe they just say let's just straight up force a Roche fight, and if they go on us, we'll just counter initiate with RP.
yeah, they've got the pipe finished on RTK.
Tier 2 mid first though.
And Reva picked up. I like the Harder Trask by this game. The BKB not going to do much, but just getting raw HP from the Harder Trask really useful.
Helps you against the Ember. Helps you against just the mass like nuke damage that, or not nuke damage, Sleight of Fist spam, I should say.
And tier 2 is done for here, so they may try to go high ground once again. They are positioned at mid lane where they haven't done any damage, so maybe just some chip damage on the mid tier 3. But I think this is not time to fully commit to a high ground push.
If LGD had a big oh, they're already TPing out super top. Do they want to go Roche without the Weaver? He's not their most important hero, but it's still, I don't know, every little bit helps. The Necrobook's also about to die. I guess they're not going to go Roche.
Yeah, it's tricky here. I don't think now's the time. They smoke up. They may try just fine. I think just keep jumping and getting pickoffs.
They have the stolen RP. It's wearing off very soon. They'd love to find a kill right now. They'll make their move into the enemy jungle.
I think they saw Rabbit head into the jungle. I think they're looking
They have
for
this
Rabbit.
Observer Ward. They see Maraka-sama. They can go now with a Centaur ult into an RP. Time's almost up. The RP's
wow.
there. FY, slam, dunk. They'll find 2. They look for 3. Well, this is going to be Roche and a whole lot more. Chain Frost wildly tossed in. Something else stolen by the Rubik. It's a Nightmare. Not the best spell, but he'll take it. DD going for the grip. He gets 1. FY looking for more. He slept another. He sets up a 2-hero stop by ROTK, but where's the follow-up? They need the Weaver here to finish the kill. DD will get zapped out. FY single-handedly carrying Vici Gaming. What a Rubik performance.
Never have I seen a support Rubik carry so hard.
He stole an RP twice this game. He set up
3 times.
3
isn't
times.
it?
No, I think it was twice.
Okay, twice. Okay.
He used it 3 times.
Yeah.
He stole it twice.
Yeah, that's right.
He stole the Chain Frost. He stole the Grip. He stole Nightmare, which set up a 2-hero Centaur stop. This guy does it all.
Yeah.
What a performance.
He's played it. At the same time, like as much as he's doing some heavy lifting, Silas played another flawless Lycan game. The second flawless Lycan game today. There's a reason, not just because Lycan was like OP in the TI2 days, but banning Lycan against LGD was always like required back when Silas was with them, because this guy is, I think, maybe the best Lycan player out there. Like it's one of those heroes which is deceptively tricky to play, I think. And Silo plays it amazingly.
He's done a good job of scouting with his wolves as well, which I think is one of the underrated aspects of playing the hero, just getting vision for your team and forcing the enemy team to get frustrated by a Sentry Ward, but yeah, he's very solid. I don't know. It's hard to say someone's the best Lycan.
Yeah,
it's like Rubik's something where it's like very obvious if someone's an amazing Rubik player, but he's definitely one of the most solid.
All right, here we go. FY's got a 4-staff now as well for this fight.
Magnus is blinking away from them. He does not want to. FY, leave me alone. You've been humiliating me. My family's honor is at stake here. That's so frustrating for Mag. He has to go in first almost, but if he goes in first, Rubik will just steal RP.
And there's no Battle Fury for Emberspirit. He's got the Empower from the Magnus, but it's just not enough to deal with all these units.
They've put the Lincolns and Maraka-sama to try and help prevent this RP from getting stolen, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
That's
that's
a cool little trick.
Yeah, they'll just heal up with the heart. They don't kill Sylar here. He'll be back at full HP, and he'll come back in. This next time is going to be Rex. If LGD don't... even if they hit the perfect combo, is it enough? Pipe will be off cold? I don't think so.
This is where Heart's just so good for your high ground sieging. You're on your Lifestealer or your Lycan type heroes.
Yasha's bottling at Battle Fury. Yeah, he's going to do that now. Yeah, they need the Battle Fury. Like, they need every bit of damage for this round.
Yeah. Okay. And we'll see what they can do with this initiation. They need it. I think they'll realize, like, they may even have a hero, like, try and kill Rubik in the fight. Like, someone like the Mirana will just hunt Rubik.
Pipes here. Sylar will be in the front lines. They're just waiting to steal the RP. Now the sleep to start it off on Sylar, but it's juggled, and they continue working on the racks, dropping pretty low. It's fine for the time being, and the Centaur goes in to start... No, the Lycan goes in to start things off on DD, and now the Centaur on the back line's just driving them back. Racks are down, and virtually uncontested.
Like you say, Magnus is blinking away from these fights rather than in. Super time-lapse out to heal himself back up.
What does he do? There's such a nice spread here. He can either go in an RP1, it gets stolen and they lose the fight, or he can let the racks fall and they lose racks. I don't know what else he can do.
Well, we saw DK deal with the Radiant Lycan at Starlight. I'd love to see them deal with Vici Gaming's Lycan, even on the Radiant side, because they this is a game where I feel LGD's draft was good. Their early game was solid, but like Lycan and then FY, of course. I mean, really the MVP.
I think the key thing you point out is that very questionable fight top, though. That was a really bad decision to engage. They went on the Weaver.
Yeah,
they threw everything on a feeding Weaver with no items, and then the fight was over.
It was just...
Their lineup was much more about, like, you got to hit the combo. RP into Chain Frost. Maybe there's a Sleep Arrow in the mix, and Ember Spirit's going to work over the top. Ember also died very quickly to the Stolen Fiend script.
Until that fight, it was probably somewhat even and in the balance this game. And in theory, you look towards late game scenarios where LGD have RP, they've got Fiend script, they've got all these great ultimates, and an Ember Spirit who has Battle Fury plus Empower. They probably have a better late game, but that fight was just like disaster. Like that was just I don't know what they were thinking on the Weaver.
Well, Fenrir came back nicely that game, and on top of that, FY, that was a Rubik performance for the ages. Yeah. Now, some of those spells are a bit easier to steal, but yeah, he stole everything, and he stole them at the perfect time.
And like multiple ultis in a fight. The one bottom lane, it was funny because the fight where he got the best ulti steals, they lost, but you can still say, hey, look, he looked fantastic.
It was just like a warning shot. It's like, I'm coming for you guys.
Yeah. And the entire time, LG were just playing Panic. They were on the back foot after all that, so... It's 1-1. We're going to a game 3. One of these two teams is about to be knocked out of the Summit. Asia.
I believe in RTK. I believe in Vici Gaming. I think they'll take it.
I want to believe too. I think like they did against IG. They've got a lot of momentum. They'll be pretty hyped up now. I don't think there's a single chance they get Lycan in game 3, but... Not
on the Dire side. That is for sure.
So yeah.
Well, here we go, guys. You're watching the Summit, presented, of course, by Twitch, and... this is the Asia region. We've got 4 teams remaining. After this match, we'll only have 3. DT vs. Newbie will be our final match of the day. It's our winner bracket finals. After today, only 2 series remain before we invite our final Chinese team to the event. Of course, I'm LD. He's Gods. We're joined by K-Pop Toastus. Be sure to follow us all on Twitter, and, well, we'll see you for game number 3. Stay tuned.